Show you the new CUE Gen 2 gray edition that we got right here. First, we're going to show you basically how to turn it on, how to make sure that we're communicating with the system correctly, and then how to set our function button to whatever necessity we need. So again, to be able to turn on the system, guys, in the back of the unit, in the middle, you'll see the good old power symbol. So again, the power symbol button, you're going to press and hold that until the screen comes on. Once you see the screen come on, the remote is now active. To be able to turn the collar on, we're going to press and hold the collar button, and the LED right here will light up green. The moment we see this LED light up green, go ahead and release the power button on the back of the collar, and now the collar will blink one screen every 4 seconds in normal operation. So guys, once we have our system on, we want to be able to check to see if it's actually communicating correctly. So on the back of the remote, we have our mode buttons. So right now, by default, the system is set to C and to 0. Well, we want to check to make sure this is communicating. So we're going to go ahead and move it over to pager. And now we can press our pager button and check that the collar is actually communicating with the remote. This is a great way to make sure that the system's actually communicating before we head out of the house. So again, guys, this is the NCP mode switch button. This allows us to switch between N, C, and P. N stands for NIC, which is 1/20th of a second of correction. C stands for continuous, which can be held up to 12 seconds of correction. And the pager vibration as well can be held up to 12 seconds of correction as well. So again, guys, just to show you, again, we can hold the correction button up to 12 seconds. The collar will be providing correction. After 12 seconds, this will stop providing correction to the collar, and essentially we'll have to depress the remote and press the remote again to be able to provide that correction again. So again, guys, the other thing I want to show you about here is how to set and how to adjust our levels up and down. So again, on the side of the remote, we have a plus or minus, and we designed this to be easier to press up and down. So again, plus or minus, and we can adjust our stimulation levels accordingly. Remember, we have our unit set right now 0 to 99, so we can easily go all the way up through the numbers or all the way down through the numbers. Also, as you guys can see, I don't have to press every time just to switch a number. I can press and hold and drag the numbers up and down the scale. So once we have the collar turned on and we've checked to make sure it's activated, let's go ahead and set our function button. So again, to set the function button, guys, we're going to press and hold the NCP mode button, okay? Press and hold until the screen begins to blink. Once you see the screen to begin to blink, we are now in our function mode setting. So we can choose what function we want to set it up to. So again, we can choose constant, boost, or pager to be able to set this function button to. So for example, we want to set it to a boost of 10. Okay, once we do that, we're going to go ahead and tap our function button to lock in our boost feature. Once we locked in our boost feature, to be able to utilize the boost, we have to be off 0. So we need to tap up to a level 1 or to whatever base level your dog is at. And now the function button can be utilized as a boost feature. So as you guys can see, going from a level 1 to a level 11 with just simply a press of a button. And again, we can provide our base level correction just by using the function button on the front of the remote. So again, guys, to be able to adjust this, we're going to hold the NCP mode button until the screen begins a rapid blink. And again, just to kind of show you guys something cool, we can set this down to pager and essentially now have correction ability on the front of the remote E-stem and pager vibration on the side of the remote. This is a super customizable system, guys. We wanted it to be exactly what you wanted. Stay tuned for future tutorials on how to be able to add an additional collar and to change your stim levels.